But the moving on to the another type of campaign is a product or service launch. And again, this goes back in some part to raising awareness, because you can't launch something if nobody knows you're launching it. The first step is to have a vehicle for the customer or potential buyer to find out more, to buy something, to see what's there. And this is the place where you want to make sure that they go to your website. You have the same information in the website. You have the ability to actually start selling products, services, or having someone take the action that you want them to take, which may not actually be sales. It could be attend an event. It could be a lot of other things.
That's right. And I think maybe you even heard of clicks. There's only so many clicks that people want to do before they can purchase the product. So you want to make it as quick to get to those clicks. But before you can even do that, obviously your client or your customer wants to know a lot about you. So you want to have the most relevant answers to their most frequently asked questions or concerns addressed right up front in your website, or to the landing page or personal URL that you lead them to, that gives them those answers and lets them make that connection with you.
Well, and if we're talking about sales, one of the things you need to make sure of is that you are aware of the psychology of sales and how it works on the internet, which is a totally different subject that we'll get into sometime down the road. But there is a psychology of how you display things and how you anticipate sales happening either on your website or in social media.
That's right. And it just comes down to options.
It does.
But it's what the options are, making all the options really attractive and have high value, so that whatever kind of tier your client wants to come in at, they feel good about it. It might be a starter tier, it might be a investment, or it might be a luxury tier, but they should have that choice.
And again, as a part of the plan, you need to start by doing things like making sure your delivery or product services is in line. You need to make sure you have comparisons to the marketplace. You need to have suitable pricing. If discounts apply, you need all of that stuff in place before you start actually selling online or asking people to take action.
This is a good point, and it's something that I run into quite a bit. Is I have a tendency to want to leap before I look. I'm really fast at creating social media content, but that doesn't always mean that it is as strategic as it could be. And Lynn has really helped me slow down and be more circumspect about what I'm putting out there, making sure that it's the right message at the right time to the right audience, because otherwise you're just maybe spinning your wheels more than you need to, and we all want to work smarter, not harder. So it's really good to slow down and do this planning and think out all these steps, because if you do them in advance, it will make your launch go so much smoother.
Well, and so then we're talking about more than launch now. We're talking about how do you get more sales. And you start with your existing customers. You want to upsell them. You can sell them more. You can sell them bigger, better things. There's a whole variety of things you can do to upsell customers. And your offerings may change as you go through after you launch and some of that sort of the early stages. So more sales is a different campaign than product launch. You have to provide the customer, which is someone likely that you know or who's seen you before, with a reason to buy more from you. Once again, another old marketing adage is that it is 10 times more expensive to find new customers than to sell your old customers more stuff.
That's right. And it is really nice to also, when you are circling back to talk to some of your customers that are longtime customers, there's also a really great opportunity with social media to do testimonials, or to just gather information from what works with your current company or customers, to also apply that to future customers, because they might even know better than you how they would like to be invited into your product or service.